Guys, just wanted to welcome you back for another video, and I'm just going to do a quick intro. This is just the longer format of that last art journal page that I put up, the one featuring the Grim Reaper. I think you can see him tucked off to the side here, but I took the Grim Reaper, the sentiment that says something wicked this way comes, and the piece of the cardstock I'm using right here on screen. That was all pulled from the same paper pad. I just cut out the sentiment, fussy cut out the Grim Reaper, and then cut down part of that page you see to the side. It has like little tiny skulls on it. I thought that would be a fun background to pair with the Grim Reaper. For the background, I used 3 of the Distress Oxide inks. I did Weathered Wood, Crackling Campfire, and Lumberjack Plaid to edge the whole thing and to stamp out the ghosty kind of images of the dudes behind the Reaper. I had a ginormous black archival pad I got in clearance. I think that I got from Michael's, but I'm not entirely sure now. I rated the clearance a lot in Michael's and Joann's for a lot of the supplies. So anyway, that was another pad. So the edging for the outside of the page was done in the black archival, and the ghosty images were stamped with the archival. And that was about it. Like I said, I didn't even use gesso to prep the background. I just went straight on with the ink blending, and then I used white chalk paint to tone down the skulls images on that piece of cardstock. So that was pretty much it for the process. There was a few hairballs I had to kind of work around. The main one was when I went to go do some shading around the Reaper. I should have done it first because I had stamped the ghost images behind him in the black archival. You can't blend on that once it dries. It just kept soaking into the paper, and then it was like this big splodge under the Grim Reaper's elbow or armpit. So I was able to thankfully bring in some more like white ink, the Weathered Wood, to kind of blend it back in, so it looked more like shading rather than the splodge, and was able to correct it. But for the most part, I have an idea of what I want to make, and then I just jump in there and do stuff. So that's about it for the technical side. So I'm going to cut this short because I'm sure you can hear I'm coming off of the first official cootie bug of the new school year, because, you know, when you work in a petri dish, I guess that happens. But I don't throw shade. I do love the kids. Let me just be clear. I get sick a lot, but I do love the kids. It's fun. So anywho, just a quick intro because I need to be done before I start either sneezing or coughing. So if you could, you guys, as always, it is so much fun hanging out with you. Leave me a purple heart in the comments, and then if you could like, comment, share, and all the fun stuff YouTube asks us to ask you, would be great. Otherwise, have fun, enjoy the rest of this video. I'm just gonna dump it to music, and hope you had fun. Hope there was a few tips I could pass along in this one. And like I said, it's just a longer content to that last shorts video. So, all right, you guys, as always, like I said, take care, stay safe, and I will see ya in the next video. If you're interested in some more content, here's a couple videos you might want to check out, and I will catch up with you in the next one.